From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Wednesday, November 16th, 2022. I'm D-Ray Knight. This is what's going on. The Palmer Gulch fire, which started on October 30th, is now controlled after burning a total of 88 acres. Fire crews have been mopping up the area for the past 2 weeks to ensure all hot spots have been extinguished. The road closure on Palmer Creek Road has been lifted. Trails in the area are open as well, but the Forest Service asked the public to avoid using Palmer Creek Trail number 2 until the footbridge that was burned in the fire has been replaced. Meade County is working to bring Missouri River water to western South Dakota. Amy Rose has the story.
The Meade County Commission has approved a $7,500 contribution that will go toward building a pipeline that would bring water from the Missouri River to western South Dakota. The county last week approved the request from the Western Dakota Regional Water System. Cheryl Chapman, who is executive director of the nonprofit agency, says the county's contribution would go towards a fundraising drive that would provide 20% in matching funds for a $1 million state grant to kickstart a planning and implementation drive for the pipeline. Meade County's contribution will come out of the county's contingency fund.
During the entire Thanksgiving holiday weekend and Saturdays between Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays, there will be free parking at meters in downtown Rapid City. The free parking for Thanksgiving weekend will go into effect November 24th and last through November 27th. The free parking on Saturdays between Thanksgiving and Christmas will be on December 3rd, 10th, 17th, and 24th. In national and international news, officials in Poland and NATO both say there are no indications that a missile which came down in Polish farmland, killing 2 people, was a deliberate attack. The NATO chief and the Polish president said Wednesday that neighbor Ukraine likely launched the Soviet-era projectile as it was fending off a Russian air assault that savaged its power grid. The missile came down Tuesday as Russia was attacking the Ukrainian power grid with missiles and exploding drones. Poland said the missile was Russian-made. U.S. President Joe Biden said it was unlikely that Russia fired the missile. 3 U.S. officials said preliminary assessment suggests it was fired by Ukrainian forces and an incoming Russian one. It's official. Former President Donald Trump is running for president in 2024. Amy Rose has the story.
Former President Donald Trump has launched another run for the presidency, promising supporters he will make America great and glorious again. Trump made his plans official Tuesday night after teasing the potential of a comeback since before he even left the White House in 2021. He had hoped to piggyback off expected Republican gains in last week's midterm elections and stave off potential challengers. Instead, Trump is facing blame for the party's underwhelming performance, with many seeing Florida Governor Ron DeSantis as a rising alternative. If Trump is ultimately successful, he would be just the second president in U.S. history to serve 2 non-consecutive terms.
NASA's new moon rocket has blasted off on its debut flight with 3 test dummies aboard. Wednesday's Florida launch brings the U.S. a big step closer to putting astronauts back on the lunar surface for the first time since the end of the Apollo program 50 years ago. If all goes well with the 3-week flight, the crew capsule will be propelled into a wide orbit around the moon before returning to Earth with a Pacific splashdown in December. NASA hopes to send 4 astronauts around the moon on the next flight in 2024 and land humans there as early as 2025. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Mostly cloudy and 34 for the high today. Tonight's low, 14. And that was your Daily Slice for Wednesday, November 16th, 2022. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D-Ray Knight with Amy Rose. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm D-Ray Knight. Have a great day.